Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another new video. I am talking to you from Tokyo, Japan, and Tokyo being one of the world's largest cities. And I have come from, of course, India to Japan, that is Bangalore to Tokyo. And I hope you have already seen my previous vlogs about Japan visa, how to get Japan visa, about the immigration, etc. If you have not seen those videos, I'll link it here, guys. Please do check it out. Those are very important, how to get Japan visa and how I got my Japan visa in 2 days. And then how I traveled from Bangalore to Tokyo, immigration rules, what was the immigration, what are the challenges I faced, everything is listed in these two videos. So the next information that I want to pass you is the hotel in Tokyo. And now I am staying in one of the hotels in Tokyo, and this chain of hotels is available in multiple locations in Tokyo. Now again guys, a lot of you guys have commented in my previous room tour videos saying that if I have sponsored me or something like that. Look at my subscribers, no one would first of all sponsor me. That is the first thing, because I'm not famous yet. And the second thing is I am not promoting anything here, guys. I'm not selling anything to you. This is just a room tour that I'm staying in. If you like this, book it. If you do not like it, book whatever is the cheapest and whatever suits you. I'm not trying to sell anything to you here. I'm just giving you an overview of my room tour, and I'll also explain you how I booked it, through which website I booked it. So if you're interested, you can book the same way. But the main purpose of making this video is, if you book early, you can save a lot of money in Tokyo. Now I won't waste any time. Let's look at the room tour. Then I'll explain you what is this hotel, what is the name of the hotel, how much it costed me, and what is the advantage of booking this hotel, and the true automation in terms of how this hotel check-in process is happening. So first I'll go through the check-in process, automated check-in process in this hotel, because this is Japan. It's 50 years ahead of everyone else in the world. Everyone else, basically all the 194 countries, it's ahead of all the 194 countries when it comes to technology and when it comes to addressing people. So first I'll show you guys the check-in, how I checked in, because it's auto check-in. We have to scan our passports and do everything, etc. I could record the passport part, but I'll show you how I checked into the hotel. Then I'll give you the room tour. Then let's talk about the price and other things. So now let's go to the room tour. This is room number 1202, and this is the subway, like basically the hallway of the hotel. This is the hallway of the hotel, and this is room 1202, and I'm entering the room itself, guys. I've already entered the queue card here, and when you come, they've given a quick space for luggage. This is a quick space for luggage, and they've got hangers and they've got a bag as well, and they've got a lot of amenities. Even I didn't get the time to check everything because I just now checked in, guys. And they've given some this kind of things which I really don't know for what reason they've given. They've given a brush as well. So I'll just come back, I'll just figure it out and put it in the comment section to actually know what these things are. And they've also given something like how to use the trouser press. So this is like more, I can see like this is an iron machine or something, guys. I'll try to zoom it up for you guys. So this is something kind of an iron machine or something. They've given this. I'm really not sure what this is because I haven't used it myself and I just checked in like I told you. So let's go cover other parts of the room. This is a standard mirror where you get in almost all the hotel rooms. And this is the room itself, guys. This is a double bed, and this has got pretty good lighting from the hotels that I've really gone to. And this is a double bed, and we have got some some, you can see the hotel name, by the way. It's called Daiwa Rain Hotel. I'll just come to this at the end. And they have given this bath robes, or night pajamas basically. And this is good. They don't usually give it in all the hotels. So just let me just put this up. And they've got a refrigerator here. I'll just probably zoom it up. They've got a refrigerator here. I'll just open it up for you guys. Yeah, and they've got a percolator, and they've got used drip bag. I don't know what that is. And they've got a big TV. I think this is 42 inches if I'm not wrong. And they've got a phone, and they've given a couple of bottles, and they've given a receipt. This receipt, same receipt that you saw in the video. And they've given basically Daiwa Ronet Hotel, some booklet, etc. They've given the remote, and you have a study lamp, and you have a mirror, and you have a hair dryer, and this I think is air purifier. So this, they have it almost everywhere in Japan. And this I think is a place to just sit and relax probably. That's what I'm assuming. You can also open up and keep your luggages as well. So this is the overall room, guys. There is AC control. Sorry, I forgot to mention about AC control. So ACs in Japan, whatever I've seen, is almost centralized ACs. The one that I'm going to show you video about Osaka by the time this video is going to be released, is a normal air conditioner. I would show that in my Osaka hotel room tour. And they've given a small torchlight or something. I'm not really sure what this is. Yeah, this looks like a serve light, a torchlight or something, guys. I'm really not sure about it. And there is loads of automation, as you expect in Japan. You've got a room, you've got an entry switch you can manage from here. You've got the alarms, and you've got the charging port, and you can reduce the intensity of the bed light. So you can see the intensity being reduced and dimmed on your bed lights. And now let's come to the washroom. So the washroom is standard. You've got a commode, and this commode is completely automated, guys. So let me zoom it up for you. So here there is no hand gun, or there may be towel system like in the West, but we don't have hand gun system like we use in India. So everything is automated. So you can set the intensity, you can set the position, you can set the spray strength. That's what I was talking about, intensity. And basically you can control everything from here. You can also set the seat temperature, guys. Your seat temperature also, when you're sitting, you can set it. You might have found this very innovative. Yes, Japan is very innovative when it comes to all these things. And they've given it a couple of towels and a couple of hand towels as well, and a mirror. And this is the bath tub itself, which you can also use it as a shower. And they've got a shower screen and wash basin, etc., which is pretty much standard in almost all the rooms. And they've given a towel hanger as well, in case if this comes to of any use, guys. So this is the room itself. I'll just close the door. So this is basically the entry, and this is basically your area where you sleep, guys. Hey guys, so you saw the room tour. Now I hope you liked the room. And Japan's real estate is very expensive. It is very expensive to live in Japan, or to rent a house in Japan, or even as a tourist to stay in a hotel. Japan is one of the most expensive places in the entire world. Now when I went to Taipei during the peak season in December, the prices were very high. And also when I went to Turkey, Istanbul, the prices were damn too high. When it comes to hotel, nothing was available below 10,000 or 15,000 rupees. Even those 15,000 rupees hotel, I have made a video on Turkey, just please do check it out. It was one of the most horrible hotels I've stayed in, and that costed me almost 15,000 rupees per night. So you can just imagine how expensive these cities are. Now coming to this hotel name is called Daiwa Ronet Hotel, DAIWA ROYNET, Daiwa Ronet Hotel. And this is located in multiple locations. This is situated in multiple locations in Tokyo, in Hiroshima, in Osaka, in Kyoto, etc. So this is everywhere, guys. It's almost all the major cities in Japan. This hotel has a big hotel chain basically, which is available in almost all the locations, famous cities, all the locations in Japan. So this hotel, I almost booked 6 months in advance. When I booked 6 months in advance, it costed me 8,000 rupees per night. Now the same hotel, if you see for tomorrow, it is showing as 31,000 rupees, because this is cherry blossom season, this is sakura season. There are so many tourists here in Japan. Literally, it's over tourism and overcrowded. Because of this, the hotel prices automatically spike up. And this hotel, like I said, it's situated in multiple locations in Tokyo. Wherever attractions or you want to see, whether you want hotel near Shinkansen or whether you want hotel near XYZ attractions, you can choose the location according to your comfort. The one more main advantage of this hotel, why I booked this was 24 hours free cancelable. Like I booked this hotel, then applied for visa. In case if my visa got rejected, I can get a full refund on this hotel. Now you may ask, why don't you book a dummy hotel? So why did you book a fully refundable hotel? Now if I book a dummy hotels, guys, I have to pay 1000 to 1500 rupees depending upon the number of nights I want to book the hotel. But if I book a fully refundable hotel through booking.com or Agoda or whichever website you feel comfortable, the advantage is you pay the money upfront, or you can also pay 15 days before your check-in. For example, if your check-in is on March 21st, you can make it in such a way that amount only gets debited from your card around March 6th or March 7th. So 15 days prior to your travel, prior to your check-in, you can say like that. So I booked in such a way that I booked 6 months in advance. I gave my credit card details, and I basically authenticated with the system, and it clearly said that your amount will be deducted within March 18th, and if I cancel before March 18th, I will get a full refund. I've done this multiple times. So instead of wasting those 1000 or 1500 rupees by dummy hotels, you can always, when it comes to hotels, you can always book a fully refundable 24-hour advance hotels. Now, you can't do the same thing for flights, because flights, when paying the amount, you have to pay it upfront. You cannot do this pay later option. And also not many flights, unless you're taking a business class or first class, you cannot get a fully refundable flight ticket. And paying 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs for a normal flight ticket one way is a bit too risky, guys. For that, I've made a dedicated video on how to book dummy flights. So that website is good. I've used multiple times. There is customer service. If you want your PNR to be increased, they will also increase the number of duration of your PNR. So there, it's a very good website. Again, it is not a promotion. I've not put any coupon codes or anything to attract you. This is just pure suggestion based on my experience and based on my recommendation. So I hope you like this hotel very much, guys. I hope you really I hope you are really enjoying my vlogs and finding it very, very informative. Please do subscribe to my channel if you can, and also comment in the comment section. I'll try to address your queries as soon as possible. I'll catch you guys in my next video.